wanna like you.
So, I have these friends on Facebook who seem to have a really awesome life. Some of them have a really rewarding career. Some have even started their own business. Some are studying in a really prestigious university. And every weekend, they go for these fun and adventurous trips. And then there are Saturday nights, they are partying out there. And I swear, every time these people go out, they must take a professional photographer with them. Because no matter where they go, what they do, they just look so beautiful all the time. Amazing lifestyle they have. Now, how many of you have such friends? And how many of you kind of not like these people at times? You do that, right? I'm glad I'm not the only one. Great. So, now, if I ask you to delete your Facebook and Instagram account right here, right now, would you? Well, I won't ask you to do that. I won't even dare to because I'm very much scared of being abused by you in your head. So, I won't do that. But instead, let me share some of the uses of this social media. I mean, like, it has made so many things easier. You can keep in touch with your old friends. You can upload your vacation pictures. You never forget your friends' birthdays and anniversaries. And most easier thing is, you can so easily compare yourself to others. Well, now, that last one could be causing a lot of trouble. Some of you must be thinking, so what's the big deal? What is she talking about? What's the big deal if I scroll through my Facebook feed every day? That's just few minutes of my time. How could it be hurting me? Well, researchers have said that people subconsciously start envying their friends when they see their picture on Facebook or Instagram, and this causes depression. Now, that is scary. Those few minutes of our time that we spend on social media in the name of relaxing ourselves from the daily hectic schedule is actually causing sadness and depression. And something like that happened with me as well. Although these days my friends often come to me asking, how do you stay so positive? How are you so comfortable and confident in your own skin? You seem so happy most of the time. And every time they ask me these questions, I pat myself a little on the back, saying good job, because I know I wasn't the same happy, confident, and positive person in the past. I always had this certain void, certain dissatisfaction was always there. And this was because I always wanted something that someone else had. Every time I would scroll through my Facebook feed, I would inevitably come across something that would make me feel sad, make me feel bad about myself, make me feel envious that I'm missing something in my life that someone else has. Something that I probably was not even thinking about before I saw it online. A little back, Facebook reminded me of how powerful a determinant it is to my level of confidence. I found myself comparing every aspect of my life to a person that I had never met. She was a complete stranger in every sense of word, and yet somehow her profile page made me question my own accomplishments, my looks, my appearance, and even my personality traits. I didn't realize how illogical this was until I explained it to someone. And as I'm speaking of it right now, I'm reminded even further. Another similar reminder was when I came back home from a nice Sunday brunch with my friends. So I had met them after a really long time, and as I returned home, my mom started asking me these questions like, how was it? Did you guys have fun? What all did you do? What all did you gossip about? And I sat there, trying to answer those questions, trying to recall what all did we do. And everything that I could recollect was that we took pictures. We clicked pictures in possibly every corner of that restaurant. We took selfies. We took group selfies. We clicked picture of our food. And and do you guys know now that nowadays there is a special camera mode for clicking a photograph of your food? I mean, like, it comes with all those highlight and contrast features, just like those one of the beautifying apps that we use for our faces. Now we have an option to make our food look much more amazing, delicious, and appetizing. As if biryani wasn't mouth-watering enough, now there is a mode also. I mean, like, that is insane. We haven't spared even our food. Anyway, so we click picture of our food, we click picture of ourselves with our food, and this went on to a point where that sizzler that we had ordered turned ice cold, and that veg crispy wasn't crispy anymore. So yeah, there I was, fallen into this comparison trap online, to an extent where I was just focusing on clicking pictures, and that too not to make memories, just to show others, just to prove it to others that even I am having fun, even I am having good food, wearing good clothes, and having a good lifestyle. But that was not the case in real. I wasn't having any real fun. I was just stressing out myself with that one perfect click that was good enough to be uploaded. And as I think of it right now, I did all of those things because somewhere I believed that all those people, those who have glitzy social media profile, were superior. Yeah, I believe that way. That they have a better lifestyles and we are supposed to be like them, as if they were some special human breed and everyone should try and be like them. I'm not saying stay away from social media, that do not use Facebook, Twitter, Insta, etc. Even I do that. I still post pictures. I still post stories about my achievements. But now, I don't seek any kind of validation from anyone. Now, I don't feel like keeping that count of all the likes and comments that we get on our profile picture. That urge to have more and more number of followers is gone completely. Now you see, it is a very much natural human response to see all those faces presented by other people and feel a little bit of jealousy. But then at the same time, we have to understand that all those faces put forward by other people are often not true. I mean, like, if social media appearances were accurate, my skin would always be flawless and spotless, and my life would basically be a party. But that is not the case. We do not know what those people go through. We are not a party to their internal monologue, which might be full of anger, doubts, insecurities, and anxiety. For all we know, that the person we think is leading the most happiest life might not be that happy in real. When we look at our successful friends, we just look at that success and not the story behind that success. That friend of yours who is running a successful business might have worked 24/7 to establish it and must be working 24/7 right now to run it properly. He must be going through so much of stress and pressure and tension of managing his employees that we cannot even imagine of handling. That friend of yours who is right now studying in a prestigious university must have burnt midnight oils for days and months, must have gone through so much of fear and pressure of failure, must have given up all those parties, night outs that you enjoyed. That friend of yours who looks amazing in every picture, is in great shape in every picture, must be hitting the gym every morning, working hard religiously. They might be having some other issues like anxiety or insecurity because perhaps their whole sense of self being is locked up in the perception of their beauty. We do not know these stories. We just look at those few pictures and then compare ourselves to them, compare our whole lives to those few moments of their lives, and inflict all that negativity on ourselves. Now, that is not a fair thing to do. There are enough people out there already to tell you that you are not good enough, you are not beautiful enough, you haven't achieved enough. You don't need to tell that to yourself. Comparing yourself to others will only fill you up with doubts and insecurities. Comparing yourself to the person you were yesterday is probably the only fair comparison you can ever make. Lastly, just be confident. Enough time has already been wasted in trying to be someone else, trying to be something else that you aren't. Everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses, and it is only when you accept everything that you are and everything that you aren't that you will truly succeed in your life. We all are the moon and the sun, and we all have our own time to shine.